Welcome to the Anatomy of a Wave tutorial. Let's examine a few waves and name all the parts. First, let's look at a wave moving through a string. The dashed line in the middle is called the equilibrium or rest position of the string. This is where the string would be if there was no disturbance moving through it. Different spots on the string can be above or below this position at different times. Points A, E, and H on the diagram are called crests. A crest is a high point on a wave. C and J on the diagram are troughs or low points on the wave.
There are several other ways to describe waves. One useful property is called amplitude. The amplitude of a wave is basically how high up or down the wave goes. You can measure it as the distance between the rest position and a crest, or as the distance between a rest position and a trough.
You can also describe a wave by its wavelength. One wavelength can be measured as the distance from crest to crest or from trough to trough.
Another useful property of waves is called frequency. Frequency measures how often wave crests are hitting a certain point. Some days the frequency of waves hitting the beach is really high, and other days the waves come very far apart, making it hard to body surf. To measure the frequency, you need to count the number of waves that pass a certain point in a certain amount of time.
Waves also travel at a certain rate. This rate of travel is called the speed of the wave. Some waves move really fast and carry you onto shore in a wild ride. Other waves move slowly, so you feel like you're hardly moving at all. We measure speed the same way we always do. Take the distance traveled and divide by the time it takes to get there. To measure a wave's speed, you'll need to watch a single crest and time it as it moves across a selected point.
Students often confuse speed and frequency. They seem a lot alike at first glance. Make sure you pay attention to how they are different. Speed is how long it takes for one wave to reach this spot. Frequency is how many waves pass this spot in, say, a minute of time.
Here's a quick review. Make sure you can label all the spots on this wave diagram. Be able to describe the following wave properties and how you will measure them: amplitude, wavelength, frequency, and speed.